And Mark, I'll take it from here. Of course, we are watching that earthquake that was felt across Southern California, Idlewild, up through the San Jacinto Mountains. Of course, we have our earthquake graphic here, shows you the last hour or so valley, and a lot of our valley community, the morning hours, and is still across the San Fernando Valley, and a lot of our valley communities. This is where we're seeing the clouds, LA Basin, and across the Orange County coastline as well. So over the next few hours, these clouds will break up, and we will be looking, of course, at more sunshine as we head into this afternoon. I want to break down our temperatures as we head into today. We're going to be below average. Temperatures in the mid-70s across the coastline, low 80s. LA, Orange County feeling high 90s or high 80s to low 90s across the valleys, and mid-90s in the high desert today. We will have more on the cool down, how long it's expected to last. That's all coming up in just a few minutes. Amy, back to you.
Business
introduces plan to redraw California's congressional map, which would likely wipe out at least 5 GOP districts.
Today is Liberation Day in the state of California.
Yeah, it wasn't one, but the event looked like a campaign rally, featured speakers, both of California U.S. senators, along with a room full of cheering supporters. Newsom is retaliating against the GOP after Texas's map to eliminate
I own land. I
there.
live in my RV on my own land.
Control of Congress in
I pay my $200 property tax a year.
Say Newsom's plan
I pay my $10,000
in 2026.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Will hurt voters.
This was nothing more than a campaign rally, and what Gavin Newsom wants to do, instead of drawing the lines with full transparency in front of the public, he wants to go in a back room and draw these lines with a couple legislative leaders. Because what we're throwing out here in the Constitution is keeping communities of interest together. So you might have a congressman that represents you, or a congresswoman that represents you, that lives literally 200 miles away from your home.
And Mayor Karen Bass later blasted the federal agents outside the event, saying, quote, "There's no way this was a coincidence." The Department of Homeland Security disputed those claims, saying patrols are happening in all areas of LA.
Well, President Trump is on his way to Alaska for a face-to-face meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. They're set to discuss ending the war in Ukraine that Russia started at stake. Good morning, Willie.
Amy, good morning to you. Well, President Trump calls this meeting with President Putin Amy, good morning to you. Well, President Trump calls this meeting with President Putin a starting point for ending the war in Ukraine. And both leaders have not seen each other face to face since 2019. After boarding Air Force One on his way to